if the court wishes to.
Why are we doing this? Okay, so here's what happened. I told you what I was going to do.
Enough said.
You wanted to talk, then you wanted to respond, and now you want to go back, and guys want to spend all day going back and forth. Tell you what, we can put you over there on the side. I can handle all these other people's cases, so they don't have to sit through this. I'm required to, and you guys can just go back and forth, and then I'm going to do what I was going to do 5 minutes ago. Group Holdings versus Star Starfield. They didn't get to say.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Plaintiff Anthony may not be appearing on behalf of plaintiff.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Azar Starfield here.
Your interpretation in this case.
Your Honor, I'm not quite sure. Last time we appeared in the court had advised the parties to reserve all the documents that had been served because of some last pleadings the defendant filed. I haven't received any additional pleadings from them. We did file an answer to those pleadings. I do notice that I pulled the docket today, and there is, as of today, some reference to a dismissal with prejudice. And I'm not quite sure what that would mean in this.
Well, the problem is, and I don't. Okay. You've not received any documents that you attempted.
Nothing since the original delivery that I placed on the record.
At the last hearing, I struck all of the documents.
Welcome to today's episode of Legal Limbo, where chaos meets the courtroom and confusion reigns supreme. Today, we enter a hearing that could easily double as a masterclass in how not to represent yourself in court. On one side, we've got a visibly frustrated judge who's trying to steer this wreck back onto the legal highway. On the other, a self-represented defendant who's serving documents no one's received, dismissing claims she didn't even file, and throwing in personal tragedies for good measure. There are incorrect captions, improper filings, contradictory statements, and did we mention the plaintiff's attorney claims the damage to the house is still happening as they speak? Oh yeah, things are about to get messy. So sit tight, hit that like button if you've ever watched legal drama unfold like a telenovela, and let's break this courtroom circus down, one jaw-dropping moment at a time.
Violation of professional responsibility, Rule 7 and 8. We have not received any complaint, or he cannot produce proof of service to us, Your Honor. But we can provide proof of service that he was served by sheriff for federal claim.
Try this again. The last time that you were here, I told you that you had improperly changed the caption on the pleadings. I struck those pleadings, told you that you needed to refile them with the correct caption, and serve them on opposing counsel.
Yes, we
My sole question to you is,
Okay.
Did you do that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Here it is again, the issue that just won't die. The judge clearly instructed the defendant to refile everything with the correct legal caption. And what does she do? Files the same documents with the same errors. This isn't some nitpicky detail, it's the foundation of proper court procedure. If the caption is wrong, it's like addressing a letter to the wrong country and wondering why no one replies. The judge sees through it instantly and even says the files are missing. From court records, if you've ever questioned why people pay for lawyers, this moment is your answer.
So according to JIS, today an answer and motion to dismiss was filed.
That was
Not by me, Your Honor.
yes. Okay, I see that. But that was not the original. service on here. I don't. I still have Carl Staffield on this case, and I don't know why.
Because he's a resident too.
Then he needs to properly join the case. I don't. You did it again. The caption you just changed.
May I speak, Your Honor?
Yeah, go ahead. We did the same thing we did the last time.
And may I show this to your,
No,
this,
you did the same thing.
no, this notice to appear is only addressed by the plaintiff.
Here's the courtroom equivalent of trying to call checkmate in someone else's game. The defendant, acting as her own attorney, files a notice of dismissal, ... For the plaintiff's claim, the judge flatlines that move immediately. Not the plaintiff. Translation: you can't cancel a party you weren't invited to host. This moment right here exposes a major flaw in self-representation when you don't know the rules. You end up filing documents that mean absolutely nothing, and the judge, she's officially out of patience.
Sorry.
You filed a dismissal of the case under the section notice of dismissal by plaintiff. You are not the plaintiff.
I am a counter plaintiff, Your Honor.
I am not accepting any of these pleadings until you get the caption right. I'm not accepting these sort of random documents coming in as a dismissal, a notice of dismissal. The only thing that you would be entitled to dismiss would be to the extent you believe you have a counterclaim. That's the only thing you're going to dismiss. You can't dismiss his claim.
Yes, Your Honor. May I say one more thing, please?
Go on.
My grandmama died, and we are flying out of US next week to attend the funeral. If you want to...
I'm not going to allow you to continue to delay these matters through some improper procedures that you're employing. I'm not going to let that happen. My condolences on your...
Cue the emotional detour. Just as the case is circling the drain, the defendant announces her grandmother has passed, and she's flying out of the country. The judge offers condolences, but then pulls the gavel back into focus. And rightly so. While tragic, it doesn't erase the procedural disasters that have piled up like overdue homework. This isn't the first delay. The judge makes it crystal clear. Grief doesn't grant immunity from legal responsibility. And if you can't, get it right. You need an attorney who can.
I'm not going out that far.
Your Honor, this is the third appearance in this case.
Oh, I know.
You gave her 2 weeks after the last appearance.
To get everything right.
And you admonished her to get an attorney at that point.
I did.
Yes.
Striking those pleadings. Don't file anything else that's improper and not properly filed with this court. I'm just going to be that direct.
Good.
First, 2020.
If I may, Your Honor, briefly, just briefly, this is not a rent case, Your Honor. This is
I know.
termination of tenancy. The lease has been up for 60 days. She's staying in there. There was an escrow order that was filed. To our knowledge, she hasn't paid the rent. To our knowledge, she didn't pay the jury fee. To our knowledge, all these things have happened, and my client is being prejudiced by the moment here. There's damage occurring to the premises There was construction and landscaping that was violative of the city ordinances and the HOA standards. We have
Now we're deep in conspiracy territory. The defendant isn't just arguing law anymore. She's accusing the plaintiff of being a predatory loan shark who blocked her from reclaiming her home. She says a lien placed on the house ruined her. Chances of refinancing. And while that might sound dramatic enough for Netflix, it doesn't change the courtroom's one core requirement: follow procedure. The judge keeps bringing her back to earth. Stop whispering, stop blaming, stop spiraling. File correctly or get someone qualified to do it for you.
Filed this federal suit. She's doing everything possible to delay our occupancy, and I just don't think it's equitable or right. It's up, of course, your decision, Judge.
Oh, I know.
She knows well what she's doing to buy time here. And she served all these pleadings. She claims she doesn't have an attorney. I read the pleadings. They were drafted by somebody other than her, it appears. She hasn't followed one rule. She hasn't served me once correctly. The person that's named in the incorrect caption isn't even a tenant on the lease. I don't know where they came from here, but they're non-party. My clients had to pay me to come in here and deal with all this sort of thing. And they've joined us in a federal case that names almost verbatim the same cause of action, and apparently dismissed with prejudice. All I would ask the court is that I possibly could get if she wants to appeal this, and I would pretty much bet she's going to when the time comes. Let's get that process started, if at all the court would go along with us. Let's get a judgment for possession entered. We can give them a little extra time if they want to put in the appeal period and get us our judgment. And then she can do what she's going to do anyway when she gets her day in court, according to her. She's been here 3 times. I've traveled from...
And boom, there it is. The judge snaps back to the bench's reality. She's heard enough talking, enough may I speak, and enough procedural detours to fill a law school blooper reel. When she says, "I'm going to do what I was going to do 5 minutes ago," you know it's game over. All this drama, it didn't move the needle. It just burned daylight. At this point, the judge is treating the case like a delayed train get moving or get off the tracks.
Started if that's what she's going to do. Thank you, Judge, for listening. Yes.
Okay, good.
I want to answer.
Go ahead.
Your client, sir.
No, you will address me.
Okay, I apologize. His client, Your Honor, is a loan shark who bought our property in a redemption period and signed an agreement to let us buy this house back from him. We are ready to go ahead buy this house back, but while his client was owning this place in last 9 months, the Barton Village put a lien on the property. Now we cannot get a mortgage because they have a lien on the property. And by him in this court trying to put me down because I'm representing myself is also another violation of you.
You need to talk to me.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay. Your Honor, we have served everything. This gentleman cannot provide one proof of service to this court. He gives us...
And just like that, we reach the end of one of the most chaotic, confusing, and captivating hearings we've covered. The judge ruled loud and clear: either correct the pleadings or bring in an attorney. No more whispered outbursts, no more false dismissals, and absolutely no more guessing how court works. The lesson? Self-representation might sound brave, but without legal knowledge, it turns into courtroom sabotage. If you found this case as shocking as we did, hit that like button. Share your thoughts in the comments, especially if you've seen court disasters like this. I don't know. And don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping breakdowns, because next time, the legal drama might be even worse. See you in the next video.